All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah, great to be back.
Today, we are diving into a listener-submitted source about AI writing tools.
Specifically ones that claim to help you get to that #1 spot on Google.
That's right. Our listener sent this in because, uh, well, it is a bold claim.
It is a bold claim, and it's one that we get asked about a lot, so...
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people are curious about this stuff. So we figured, let's dive in and see what we can figure out about AI and writing and what it means for content creators.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so the source specifically mentions this tool and how it can, like, generate AI-powered long-form content for your Amazon affiliate site for rank #1 in Google.
Yeah, for rank #1 in Google.
So that's pretty specific.
It is, and it really points to something interesting about these tools, right? They're not just saying, oh, we can help you write better.
Right.
They're saying, we can help you game the system, essentially.
Yeah, it's almost like, well, it's like saying, we can help you win the lottery.
Right. Exactly. And that's a really attractive promise for a lot of people, especially those who are, trying to make a living online.
Absolutely, because who doesn't want to be #1 on Google, right?
Exactly. It's like the holy grail of online content.
Okay, so let's break down some of the terms here before we go any further. Uh, we've got long-form content. What does that even mean?
So long form content is basically the opposite of, short little social media posts or blurbs. It's stuff like in-depth blog posts, comprehensive articles, really detailed guides, that kind of thing.
So, like, we're talking thousands of words.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes even more than that.
Wow. So this isn't just like, writing a quick product description or something. This is serious stuff.
Right. It's meant to provide real value to the reader. It's meant to be something that people will spend time with, engage with, and really get something out of.
And that makes sense, right? Because if you're trying to sell something through an affiliate site, you need to build trust. You need to establish yourself as an authority.
Absolutely. You need to give people a reason to believe in what you're recommending.
Okay, so long-form content, we get it. But how does AI actually help you create this stuff and get it to rank #1 on Google?
Well, one of the big things is keyword optimization.
Keyword optimization. Remind me again what that is.
So basically, it's the process of using specific words and phrases in your content that people are likely to search for on Google.
So, like, if I'm writing about, I don't know, the best coffee makers, I need to make sure I'm using words like coffee maker, best reviews, that kind of thing.
Exactly. You need to think like a Google user and use the language that they're using when they're searching for information.
Okay, and these AI tools, they help you do that.
They're really good at it. They can analyze tons of data and figure out which keywords are most relevant to your topic and how to use them in a way that feels natural.
So it's not just like stuffing a bunch of keywords in there and hoping for the best.
Right. It's about weaving them in strategically so that the content still reads well for humans, but also signals to Google what it's all about.
That's pretty impressive, I gotta admit. But I'm still a little skeptical. I mean, wouldn't it sound super robotic? Like, wouldn't you be able to tell that a human didn't write it?
Well, that's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? And it's something that a lot of people are worried about.
Yeah, because, I mean, if I'm reading an article and it just sounds like a bunch of keywords strung together, I'm not gonna stick around.
Of course not. And that's why these tools are constantly evolving. They're getting better and better at mimicking human language and writing in a way that feels engaging and natural.
So they're learning to be more human.
In a way, yes, they're being trained on massive amounts of text data so they can understand the nuances of human language and how to create content that resonates with real people.
Okay, so that's pretty mind-blowing. But it also raises some questions about, the future of content creation. Like, if everyone starts using these tools, what happens?
Yeah, that's a big concern. Is the internet just going to become an echo chamber of AI-generated content all sounding the same?
And what about the human touch? The personal experiences, the unique voices that make content interesting and relatable. Can AI really replicate that?
That's a really tough question, and it's something that we're still grappling with as a society. I mean, there's no doubt that AI can be a powerful tool, but it's important to remember that it's just a tool.
Right. It's not a replacement for human creativity and ingenuity.
Exactly. And I think the best content will always be the content that comes from a place of authenticity, from real people sharing their experiences and insights.
Okay, so for those of us who are, browsing the internet, reading articles, reviews, blog posts, how can we tell if what we're reading is AI generated or not?
Yeah, that's a tricky one. And to be honest, it's getting harder and harder to tell as the technology gets more sophisticated.
So is it even something we should be worried about?
I think it's more about being a discerning reader, paying attention to the quality of the content, asking yourself, does this feel authentic? Does it offer genuine value, or is it just a bunch of keywords strung together?
Right, because at the end of the day, it's about the content itself, not who or what created it.
Absolutely. And I think that's something that we need to keep in mind as AI becomes more prevalent in our lives.
All right, so let's wrap things up here. What are the key takeaways from our deep dive into AI writing tools?
Well, I think the main takeaway is that these tools are here to stay. They're powerful, they're efficient, and they're only going to get more sophisticated.
But we also need to be aware of the potential downsides, the questions of authenticity, the risk of duplicate content, and the ethical implications of using AI to generate content.
Exactly. And I think the big question for all of us is how will AI shape the future of content creation and consumption? How will it change the way we interact with information online? And what will it mean for the role of human writers and creators?
That's a question we'll have to keep exploring as this technology continues to evolve. So thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and be sure to tune in next time for more fascinating explorations of the digital world.
See you next time.